InShalla and Ashe, we are live. It always takes me a minute to connect to YouTube, but anyway, welcome to the Daily Snippet. It's holistic medium and subtle energy surgeon Tonya D. And today is the weekend. It's October 16th. It's Saturn Day. So, has your perspective had an awakening or a shift? Maybe a clarity through some self realization with a breakthrough as well? So, all the energetic hiccups of the past are like letting go, says Father Time, and spirit waves as well. So, did anybody see the encompassing rainbow that I shared? I shared a post with a rainbow around a girl on top of the mountain. It was amazing. If you haven't seen that, be sure to find it. Very otherworldly. But we all carry this same rainbow or one that's similar in that degree. So, whatever you think about yourself, even to the realms of our beliefs along with our inner courage, they're all actually online today, groupies, if you will, assisting us to take the leap over the old fears, the leap into a future that's more resonating with who we are. So, the elemental energy of today, we have this Yin Fire Rooster. Have you ever seen or heard a rooster in the morning mist? They're super cool. My friend Alan had a farm, many roosters, chickens, and even geese and a duck. But I was able to greet and also to meet the roosters and the chickens. But we have this Yin Fire Day, so it's soothing and it's warming energy, possibly like a metal candle holder with a red candle, if you can get the vision there. And the earth is in force here. It's like feeding the day branch, but not the stem, our day master. Our day is very weak. It really needs support. And nature is the element, actually, I believe, with all this earth energy that we've actually come into. Nature is the element until the month branch switches or changes, which that'll happen in a few weeks here. Because Earth is a transitionary season. It's 18 days in between all the seasons. So we always go into an Earth phase to transition into the next season, which is going to be winter or water, whatever you want to call it. And we might get some mental clarity today, some passionate insight. I woke up with some new transformations and some ideas, which is nature energy, it's wood energy. Our thoughts are really at the forefront of our conscious awareness or our awareness in general. So just exploring them and feeling into them. It's this air of energy that's kind of elevating, it's crisp and it's fresh. And just remember to take baby steps throughout the day. So our thoughts literally might get entangled in like a web. If we literally put them on overdrive or we allow them to jump too quickly, kind of like the brown fox jumps, if you've ever seen that when you're looking up fonts, just musing there. But when we forget to get assistance from our other ingredients in our village, our other conscious states of awareness, our other energetic centers, we end up going too quickly like the brown fox. So we aren't engaging other aspects of our beingness, like our beliefs or our emotions, let alone our intuition. And in doing so, impatience starts to be the name of the game. And then anxiety, maybe even a little bit nervousness or edginess. So this energy of today is the same as my son's natal moon, my son, not the sun in the sky, which he is the sun in my sky. However, in the sign of the mind, he gets a little bit anxious. He has anxiety. He gets even fidgety. And his mind needs something to believe in inside of himself and also outside of himself. So emotions and thoughts and beliefs are all kind of in this category. And I tell him all the time he needs to start exercising again to filter out all that excess energy. And the intensity sometimes is just too much. And any kind of extra movement actually tends to ground it. And I literally, before going live, just had this vision of grounding. So grounding to me on another aspect or another perspective is like when we ground into the earth, it's similar to how when a cat is purring and he starts kneading on you, we're like kneading the soil of the earth, kind of making it not so harsh in a way. It's just how energetically we're kneading the soil, even like how farmers till the soil in the spring or sometimes the fall. or the cleanup comes to grab the old leaves, kind of like that. So energetically grounding, when we do this, we're actually nurturing Mother Earth as well as nurturing ourselves. That's just another worldly view. That's kind of how I see that. So as we forge through into the future, our relationships, the ones we're taking, they're kind of shifting into a new paradigm. And we're having our own personal self-realization, and even outside of us, the auric field, we have a different understanding, a new perspective. It's like at the crest of a wave, like at the crest. So it really doesn't matter the how you proceed forward. Our mind is actually going to give us a wider kind of view, bubbling thoughts, if you will. But the shift is in our perspective, this open-eyed, otherworldly perspective through our thought channel, the mind. So have you honored yourself in your relationship to yourself? You know, I have a motto, it pulls me out of the fridge or the rabbit hole, or, stopping me from going cascading into those avenues, if you will. And it's, I am doing great, or you're doing great. I text it to people, I say it out loud by myself or with others, it doesn't really matter. Just shifting the frequency by just saying that out loud. I say it all day long, kind of at random times. But we really want to have a balanced, fair, harmonic, or a harmonized relationship. We're in the season of Libra. That is our relationships, it's partnerships, all kinds of relationships. So it's from our inner self and beyond our outer self. So, you kind of have to ask yourself, are you shifting your relationship paradigm on how you relate to yourself and also to others? And then you get like a cha-ching, the light switch, it shines on. So you kind of need to hold the forefront for your intentions to be in balance. So the scales, Libra's the scales, you want those scales to be fair, and you have to kind of ask yourself, is this fair? And the key to access this harmony is to stop our own personal self-sacrifice or any kind of sacrifice. So any thoughts that come in should be the ones that kind of encapsulate a win-win in your sphere, radiating or resonating, even radiating outside of us as well. And so just know that whatever thoughts pop in or ideas, that's also nature energy, that your emotional field and your elevated beliefs need to resonate with that as well. So it's like when you add water to the batter with an egg, you're making, say, pancakes or something, and they all come together. They have a great consistency. They're consistent. And then we know claircognizant, our inner knowing of what to think. So find a new cognizance approach to how your future relationships are going to unfold in your life for at least the next 6 months. So the grander vision, whether it's in romance, creativity, home life, values, abundance, manifestation, philosophy, spiritual ingenuity, of how you relate to yourself, bring in a higher octave of otherworldly friends. They see things totally different than our limited worldly kind of view. So kind of, I would bring in or have a gatekeeper or source energy kind of conversation. So kind of take a step back and see what you see, hear what you feel, and utilize your feelings to kind of identify what you know. So what does this all add up to for you? Can you see a bigger, larger, grander picture, the mountaintop view, the ultimate painting on the wall? So kind of today, be sure to communicate clearly what you're absolutely feeling and what you're believing in. If what you're seeing and what you're hearing doesn't resonate with your belief channel, then kick it away and feel into a new frequency. And leave your thoughts at the table. Leave them in the spread. You can be the voice of realization. There's no need to entice or add pressure to any kinds of conversation. It's really a great day to have emotional peace, stress relief, relaxation, a balanced mind and balanced emotions, healing the thoughts that really created the condition, the narrative in the first place, while at the same time releasing any repressed or oppressed emotions, allowing your energetic centers to really resonate. I would literally have them all come online I have the buttercup meditation if you're not sure what I'm talking about or musing about, but it really recalibrates every energetic center in body and out of body. Our solar plexus is actually online. That's the beacon of yellow. It's like our own personal golden sun. So I would say make it a bright, 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 sunshiny day and keep your eye on the prize. And oftentimes, our fears try to get in the way of the prize, the gift. So you want to really keep on track. Stay heart focused. The heart truly knows the way. It's the beacon. We have the ability to manifest a variety of potentials today through healing our ego, our actions, and our character. A simple flip of the switch, our viewpoint literally changes. And you are online to create that masterpiece. So fill into your solar plexus the clear cognizance of your own inner truth, that knowingness. You will have to see the results, and you have the support to think differently in projects, creations. And when passion ignites, that's when you want to become grounded, kneading into the earth, if you will, and then manifestations will land. It's like you're literally scrubbing the earth through your grounding so your manifestation can land and plant that seed for growth. So since our solar plexus is online, it's the seed sound of Ram. It's our willpower. It's our courage. It's our self-esteem. And also our sacral center, the emotional channel. You can tune into both of those areas, just kind of swing them back and forth, if you will. And for sure, swishing or shushing ourselves to bring in the nature element as well. So those are our ideas. It's growth. And that's kind of what this kneading or grounding feels like to me. But today, I also, the animal of the day, I'm bringing in the fox. I couldn't remember if I'd done the fox, but I don't think I have, so I'm rolling with it. So the fox, the fox encourages us to think outside the box and use our intelligence in different and creative ways. It's symbolic to let us know that the solution to a problem is at hand. Similar to the monkey, this animal spirit has the ingenuity to solve any problem. However, the fox meaning guides us to solitude and silence until you see the way out. Similar to the tiger as well. So it's this healthy combination of persistence and patience with a strike of balance that will actually pick apart a problem until it's solved. It's like picking apart to find the solution. But it also is emphasizing the difficulty that we might be having adjusting to a new living condition or even a job. So when a sly fox symbols crossing our path, it can be a signal to open our eyes, that you can see the situation for what it is, not as you wish it to be. And when you find yourself in a position or an environment that's trying or testing, just allow yourself to find a fluid and more adaptable approach. It reminds us that we have all the tools and all the resources that we need to turn money, career, or even living difficulties around, which with the experience, I can sure feel that. I've had my frequency waves have definitely been flowing. But as a spirit animal, if you have the fox as a totem, which I actually did as a young child, they're intensely loyal. They're often a joy to watch or to be around. They're energetic, outgoing, personable, and very flattering. Well, not exactly social butterflies and flattering, but they can use this slight energy and their keen sense of camouflage to just fit right in. So if you have this animal totem, you're also a keen observer. You're skilled at remaining unnoticed. So in other words, you blend into your environment and move around unnoticed in the company or in group situations. You also adapt and portray yourselves as whoever you need to be in any given interaction. So this affinity for fitting in often means that they are a jack of all trades. So if you have this spirit totem, you're going to take an interest and educate yourselves kind of superficially in a significant number of areas while mastering none. But it also allows them to chat or engage in small talk with ease. However, this doesn't mean that they're disingenuous. It's just saying that they don't, or they do care and they take an active interest in the feelings of those around them. You're also a creative problem solver. You can even seem a little bit eccentric because you're quick to think outside of the box. And you have swift wit, and thinking is a universal tool for them. In a dream, if you have a dream of a fox with, I call Diddy my fairy dog, or he's part fox, I feel like, or fairy, my fairy fox dog. But if you dream of a fox, you need to conceal your thoughts and be more discreet about the current situation that you're finding yourself in. It also symbolizes someone in your waking life, your day-to-day life, who is sly, might be sneaky. But also, seeing a fox in your dream indicates a period of isolation or loneliness. It would be best if you took this time to ponder on an issue or reflect upon your life. So this dream could also be a metaphor for someone who is a fox, as in a foxy lady as well. So to dream that a fox is flying into your window means that you need to be careful who you trust. Someone in your waking life is up to no good. So if this animal in your dream has this weird colored fur, maybe, there's different colors of fur that that resonate with different things. Of course, fire is passion. Darker fur could be like healing energy in a weird way. Dark is not always a bad thing. So then after the fox, which is interesting, I didn't really know the fox until I just did that right then. But I used 2 cards today, and the fox energy is totally in line with the energy of the day and also the cards I pulled. So I always find that to be interesting. But I pulled many paths from my Shaman Oracle deck. I pulled this card before, but like I said, I'm using 2 decks. So many paths, that in the essence of many paths, it's saying that we have a variety of paths, but they all lead to spirit. And what we bring to the journey is the determining path. It could be the path of suffering, the path of wisdom, the path of enlightenment or bliss, or even the path of loss. But, just be aware of the path that you pick with your heart space, your heart center. It's saying that the path that we've been on, we've outgrown it. We've outgrown the situation, and we risk losing our way in our own village, in our own corridor. So we're being called to step up and step out of our comfort zone. So just being called to respond, it's like a whisper in the wind, a still whisper, the forest through the trees appearing thick. Venture in and just allow nature to be our guide as we step through the darkness until we reach our destination, this new path. And remember, if you don't know where you're going, the path literally will ultimately take you there. It's kind of like water. Water doesn't always know the flow or the journey, but it knows at the end it's always going to get to the ocean. So just trust in the journey. And then I pulled the Hermit, which I found very curious as well. And the Hermit I pulled from my I call it my angel love tarot deck. But the angel of reflection. So this is a seeker of spiritual enlightenment to evolve and learn, it's just knowing that we need to take an inward journey. And he is literally guiding us to our inner light. That's what that lamp is. And the other day I talked about another lamp. I think it was actually the Hermit as well, but the star, that's actually a star inside of the lamp, the reflection, the star, the starry night. So this star really illuminates the path, and it's just enough for us to see the next step. So the snake in the staff, which I also find interesting, is a reminder of the qualities that we all need on our quest to get to the path of wisdom and our ability to heal ourselves, the snake. So the number actually of the card, the Roman number there, that's the number of intensity. So this angel of reflection is deeply contemplating the nature of the universe and the place within it, or our place within it. So you might be drawn to meditate and relax, or other ways to explore your spiritual side today, especially with the energy of the day. Explore your spiritual side of your belief system. the spiritual aspects of your emotions, and even your thoughts. But it could also mean that we need time alone to study or even to write if you're a writer. In relationships, this card shows that being single after a partnership has ended. So overall, you need to follow your own path, take your own journey, which might mean a time out from your friends and from your family. And also, a more literal meaning is the need for peace, the need for peace and quiet, to have your own space to literally think. So really make the most of your situation, even if it wasn't your choice. You might learn something really valuable. Something to affirm would be like, I create space to learn more about myself and my own spiritual path. So it's really a time of self-reflection, maybe contemplation, definitely meditation. A spiritual path, sometimes, we withdraw a little bit and we need some solitary moments. So even have patience with yourself. So it's really a day to go inward, solicit your own solitude. In my corridor, I keep adding meditations to that. If you're confused about meditation or just diving in, it's like beginner to intermediate into all of my meditations, actually. So when going inward, that's when we nurture those feelings and we ground them, like digging into the earth and nurturing her as we're grounding, right? We're digging up the soil and we're creating a new path. And more importantly, be mindful of your emotions, of your feelings. It's really a day to believe in ourselves as we journey onward and also forward to a future that our heart is ultimately open to creating, manifesting. So just be aware of your own inner courage. Take the next step, feel into your spirit, the essence of vitality, spirit, and pay attention to different aspects of your beingness, of yourself, that you have actually grown from or grown out of. And also, more importantly, that you have healed. So an affirmation to get you on your way, your path today would be, I affirm my path into the future is bright. I release the energetic debris that has held me back. I am moving forward. So make it really a self-reflective day. That's what I would do. I literally canceled my gym workout this morning. I'm going to just go inward on my journey. So I think that will actually recalibrate a lot of these essences within our beingness. So with all of that, InShalla and Ashe, and I will see you on the other side.